quick camera shift on them because my phone died. But anyways, maybe maybe a little bit more like this. I don't know. Completely different. Not used to this, but I guess I'll look here now. So, what was I even talking about? I think what is also important to mention. Okay, yeah, I was talking about that. Like, I think most males have experienced this and know exactly what I'm talking about when I say this, but like when you're with an attractive girl, you kind of feel a pressure to keep her around you. You know, like even if you don't even like her that much, it's much harder to break up with her because you have like a bunch of people telling you that you shouldn't because they think that she acts as good as she looks, but really she's insufferable. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's much worse with women actually when they date attractive men because it's like, oh, he's everything you'd want because of the way that he looks. You know, in fact, I think it's worse because of misogyny. The way that it's imposed upon women to stay with a guy that they don't really like but is attractive. Yeah, it's probably much worse. But, anyways, I don't know. That's something that I'd have to question myself and see if I would have the, you know, I don't know, it's the word that I can use, the grit to resist an attractive woman that is overall just like not good for me. But yes, I do have more hair on this side than this, so will I record more videos like this? This is so intimate and cool. I kind of like this. But oh, fuck, I have to import this video to my CapCut. Anyways, what was I saying? Now this is what's really important. When I want to expand a little more on what I said earlier about me basically knowing more of what I don't like in a woman. I don't want to be. I don't want to feel that I have to do something because I'm a man. I have to do something for you because I'm a man. I don't want to feel like that ever. I just want to feel, I want to do something, you know, even if I don't want to do it, because I love you, because I like you, because whatever, you know, things that are in that level. Because if I had to break away from this sort of thinking, because I know how like bad it is, you know, I see how negatively it had impacted me. It's hard for me to stare at this yellow dot in opposed to staring at my face because I enjoy looking at myself. Cynical shit, aren't I? Eh? Anyways, it looks less sophisticated and more like outdoorsy. I think I should go like this, yeah. Anyways, so yeah, this is not having the effect that it would have. I think I'll just tuck it and keep it close to my chest. So it's like, yeah. Also, I think this is very important to mention, but I just think that I guess I could call this my recap. I'll call this entire section my recap of the relationship. But I don't think this girl was really into me. Like, I feel that, well, there are things that objectively attracted her to me, but because I'm trans, like that's not her thing. You know what I mean? Like, in theory, yes, but really actually doing it, like doing anything with me, no. I don't know, like there's this sort of thing, like she can't really keep up with what she wants, what she wanted. It didn't, like, everything that she's so used to in her life, I'm not like the usual at all. Like, so, like, I'm one big contradiction for her. So it's not like it would be too much for her. So yes, to answer the question from earlier in the video where I was like, am I having that quintessential moment of like, oh, she doesn't want me because I'm trans, whatever. No, that's not what happened. Because listen, if you're trans, you can still pull bitches. I'm sorry, like, you don't use that as an excuse, nigga. Like, you cannot use that as an excuse. You still can very well. Will you run into difficulties? Everybody runs into difficulties. Like, difficulties may be minor on each person's scale, but everybody will deal with those, and it's entirely up to you on how you will overcome them. Like, not everything is going to be easy, but some things are easier for others, and I think that's the part that's hard to understand if you kind of view getting women or something that if you view your incapabilities, your current incapabilities, as something to be worshipped if you can do it, that is what makes it an impossibility. You should admire and respect. Sure, you can admire. You can. I won't say you should. You can admire and respect people that are able to do and achieve greatly what you are incapable of doing at the moment, but you shouldn't view it as an impossibility for you, because that's what makes any successful person seem much grander than they are, because their success is viewed as an identity and an impossibility, like an identity that's imposed upon them. But here I am going on this stupid rant about this that has nothing to do with this jambalaya. But yeah, it's not that. All I'm saying is, you are perfectly capable of being loved and appreciated. It's just that you're gonna run into obstacles like this, So you can feel reassured now. But anyways, I think the reason why me and this girl didn't work out is simply because I wasn't attracted to her. And once I understood that I wasn't attracted to her, once I felt that way, okay, even as a man, like, now I can give this perspective if you're a woman watching this. Like, if I feel that way, like, I'm getting with a girl that's not really what I want, I have the option to leave her alone, or she's just gonna get not the treatment that she should be getting, Like, there's no point of her being in my life. So for us to even be talking past that, going to see the drama, I think that was a big mistake. I think it really should have been left at that. And I just never spoke to her again. I think that's what it should have been. But it didn't turn out that way, because I just really wanted to see it through. And part of me wanting to see it through in the first place was like this subconscious hope for having that masculine achievement of fucking her. So, yeah. That's what it was. Not proud of it. Man enough to say it. You should. I feel like these are things, yeah. This is just thinking. I'm vomiting my consciousness onto this. I'm vomiting my stream of consciousness into this camera. Both cameras. Now, hopefully the audio is picking up, because I've been recording for 10 minutes now, but 10 extra minutes of bullshit. What was I saying? Yeah. I don't even know. Yeah, like, we weren't attracted to each other. Because I remember, I don't know. I don't know. It just didn't work. However, this is the thing. I sexually, like, I could definitely fulfill her sexually. It's not hard. It's not difficult, you know? However, no. No, 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 no. It would, and that's not like, that's not because, like, can I say this? It's definitely not because I have, like, these egregious standards. It's just her as a person, no. And I think that I could, that's just me being, like, just egoing her, like, I think I could. Obviously, maybe she could, in 9 guys' experience, yeah. 9 men of experience, I'm sure, like, you maybe you could, but at the same time, I don't think she could. So we don't do it for each other. We didn't do it for each other. So yeah, that's like, I'm just glad that I think this is a video that I will post so that I will never have to try to re-record something like this, because I just don't want to talk about it. This, now I'm just dragging it and staring at my face now. Okay, so these are my final thoughts section. Overall, I don't think that she's a bad person, like, she hasn't murdered anyone, she's not a pedophile. However, she does support murder and pedophilia. She doesn't even realize it. And maybe I do as well. When I support certain companies by purchasing their product without knowing, maybe I am, subscribing and aiding rape and pedophilia and murder and many other atrocities that I'm not aware of. So, but I'm aware of the atrocities that she's in support of, despite it being wrong. And also, I can't, like, this is also just yellow tape, but she was anti-Israel, right? Not in the way like, oh, I'm pro-Palestine. She's more like, I hate these guys because they're Jewish, and Jew bad, Jew made da 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 da, like, weird stuff. Like, no, that's just disgusting. We don't agree on things. And it's unfortunate that, like, now, it's not even unfortunate, it's just the truth. I think if you disagree very grandly on things, maybe you should talk over why you disagree on these things, And maybe reevaluate the relationship, because I'm not gonna lie, I just don't see myself being with someone that would vote against my rights. Like, yes, like, can you imagine I marry, like, a girl and we're together, and she would have voted for me to not get my testosterone when I was 18. She would have voted to ensure that I never got to transition, right? That's, like, essentially what it is, right? Essentially. So you would have hindered my ability to exist as a human, like, comfortably as a human. That's what you would do. You would have done. So as a Congolese person, I don't think I could ever tolerate something like this. My last name is Kazadi, and I take a lot of pride in my last name, so I can't do something like this. But I always push and say you need to have war in your name, but sometimes other people cannot do that. So anyways, this is my story. One of few, hopefully, because I don't really have that many Jambalaya stories of me. like experiencing a jambalaya. So hopefully this is just, because I have a couple others, not very many, but this is just the first one. So I hope you enjoyed. If you did, like this video, and donate to your local hoe clinic.